welcome to the Summary of Knowledge and Skills, Guitar Fundamentals Level 1, Chapter 4, Playing Melodies. Covered a lot of stuff in this last chapter, and it all started with learning how to label the musical alphabet notes so that we use the first 7 letters of the English alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, to play notes and label notes and identify notes in music and on the guitar. We then talked about where those notes are physically located on all the open strings, E, A, D, G, B, and E, and where they are on the first 5 frets. So that one string at a time we covered E, F, G, and B, C, D, and G, A, and then B, and then D, E, F, A, B, C, E, F, G, etc. And then we learned some simple basic melodies. We learned how to play a melody, Jingle Bells, on the top 2 strings. You should be able to play that melody, that, etc. We also learned a riff on the middle 2 strings, the D and the G strings, so that you should be able to play that little riff. And then we learned a little melody, a little riff on the bottom 2 strings as well. You want to be able to play all 3 of those melodies. We also talked about how to learn and practice how to separate the process of learning a piece of music, so that how you can learn the physical locations of the notes and the physical movements and then worry about putting them in time. That it's a 2-step process that you should implement and use in order to learn from the beginning to even more intermediate and advanced pieces of music. That it's a 2-step process. The last thing we covered was naming accidental notes, so that we learned where the sharps and flats were in between the letters. So that we learned that we have E, F, G, and that we have, for example, an F sharp in between F and G, or a G flat in between F and G. I suggest that you use the checklist on the lesson text so that you can make sure that you have all of that knowledge and can do all of those skills, so that you've got a definite level of competence that you're ready to move on to the next chapter. Covered a lot of stuff in Chapter 4. Another great thing that I would suggest to do is use the blank fretboard, and you can use it as a little test so that you can write in all of the notes yourself, print it out, write it on a piece of paper, or pick up the guitar on a regular basis, right now even, since you're here at the summary for Chapter 4, and see if you know where all of those notes are. See if you can pick up the guitar and say, aha, there's E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then go back and do the same thing, but fill in all of the sharps and flats, all the accidentals, so that you can say them all as sharps. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D. Then label them all as flats. E, F, G flat, G, A flat, A, B flat, B, C, D flat, etc. All of the knowledge and skills you definitely want to have under your grasp, or be able to play under your fingers on the guitar, before you can consider yourself competent enough to move on to the next chapter. When you do all that stuff down, we'll see you at the next chapter, Chapter 5.